Okay, the number 4. The fourth pillar, these pillars, remember, these pillars are the things that we want to get rid of. These critical pillars are the things that hold us back. We need to realize that you are enough no matter whatever happens. You are enough. We need to remove, I say, that false idea that we're not enough, because you are enough. This fourth pillar, this is where we're taking ourselves into the future and saying, I'll be happy when I get that relationship. Or I'll get myself a partner when I lose weight. Or I'll be more successful when these things happen. Now here's the thing, if we are looking at ourselves as wanting to be successful or wanting to be happy, but we're not present, we're not staying in the moment now, we're looking at something else has to happen before we're happy or before we're successful, we're never likely to get that thing to happen. Well, when we get to that moment, we'll go, oh, I'm still not happy. Because we can live in 3 timelines. We can live in the present, we can live in the future, and we can live in the past. And when we're living in some idea or notion of the future being something amazing, what happens is we're sometimes setting ourselves up for a fall because that thing happens, and then we don't feel happy after all. So these are these 4 pillars, the idea that we're not good enough. So just running through some principles here. You're not your personality, you are so much more. You are not your skills, you're not your skills, you are so much more. You can learn a new skill. You are not your physical body, you are so much more. And you are present in this moment of time right now. You don't have something else to happen to be happy. So what do we need to do? How do we wrap all this up together? What's the philosophy here? The philosophy is you are good enough no matter what. If you learned that you are not good enough somewhere, where did this come from? This came from your parents or your forefathers or your upbringing. It came from you because what happened, why this happened is that as you were growing up, we saturate our mind with all the learnings, with all the thoughts, with all the ideas. And if we're constantly told that we're not good enough, or why can't you be like your brother Johnny, or what's wrong with you, we can start to create this idea that we're not good enough. And it's just something that's learned, which is good news, because that means that you can unlearn it. But what keeps that idea or notion that you're not good enough in place, that holds you back at times or stops you being the next version of you, is these 4 pillars. That you think that you're your skills, you think that you're your body, you think that your sense of identity is fixed, or you think you're going to be happy when something else happens. So let's just wrap this whole thing up now. I hope you really enjoyed this video, because these are the 4 things. If you ever felt there's a part of you that thinks you're not good enough, then these are the 4 things that we need to be looking at in the future. So if we compare our skills, we're not good enough. Compare our body, we could think we're not good enough. We can compare ourselves, our sense of identity, we're black, white, or sexual orientation, or what sex we are, we could sense that we're perhaps not good enough. If we compare ourselves to a future event, then we can hold ourselves back.